Hello there, lovely listener. This is just a warning to let you know that this episode of Return of the Giants may contain adult language or adult themes. Hello, everybody. Hello there. Welcome back to the Lost Archives. It is wonderful to see your gorgeous faces. We are here. We are back playing the premiere homebrew Dungeons and Dragons adventure, Return of the Giants. Coming live to you on twitch.tv/The Lost Archives at roughly 7 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. Don't look at the time. 7 p.m. is when we start. Don't look at the time. Or on YouTube and the podcast platform of your choice, whenever you feel the urge or have some spare time to catch up with our past episodes. Super quick announcements before we begin. All of the recorded episodes of Subnautica are up and are all out, so you can see them all. They're all there ready to go. Until there's new updates, I won't be doing too much more with it. I think we've done a pretty exhaustive exploration. I was going to ask that, and I'll chuck a poll in the Discord. Would people be interested in me doing a bit of a lore and theory video, like going through, analyzing what we've learned so far, going through some of the entries in the PDA and kind of like coming up with a bit of a discussion on what we think the story is at the moment, where we think it's going, and what the kind of answers to some of the mysteries and questions we've been presented, what those answers might be. One of the things I noticed coming from a bit of an evolutionary biology background, from a bit of a biomedical science background, there are some interesting things in the biology of some of the creatures that hints at some greater mystery going on with the world tree that I think there could be a bit of value out I could actually genuinely provide on that. So I'll let you know. If it's something you think you'd be interested in, let me know. I'll chuck the poll up in the Discord. Keep me posted. I'd be very curious to see if you think it's worthwhile. I will try and find some time to do it. Otherwise, the main thing that's taking up time at the moment is all of the artwork for Mistborn. Getting really, really excited. I'll be posting one of the artworks in the Discord. I've already done it in the members only section of our Discord. If you're a YouTube member, you get early access to some stuff and behind the scenes stuff. I'll be posting that artwork in the full Discord in a little bit. And as we get closer and closer, you'll be seeing more and more of the characters. I'm going to do the opposite of what I did with the Echoes of Honor campaign. I'm going to, rather than reveal silhouettes and tell you whose silhouette they are, I'm going to reveal the full character art, but give you no details at all, just the artwork. You're not going to know whose character it is. You're not going to know anything about them, just the artwork. Anyone who was live with us on Twitch, don't worry about it. Just forget what you heard. So that's the plan that we're going to be doing, and that will be coming out over the next couple of weeks as we get closer to our start. Anything else fun before we dive on and do the recap? Oh, we have sad news, but we'll get to that in a second. Let's do fun news first. No. Sweet. Easy. Sad news. We're down Dave and Jared tonight. Dave we knew in advance because he's got some stuff with his, I think it's his soccer club as well that's been going on at the moment, and work. And Jared unfortunately has had some stuff come up at work that's keeping him back. So we'll be down both Harry and Cassius tonight. I'll play both of their characters and I'll see if I can send them off on a little side adventure to keep them busy so I don't have to worry too much about it.
I did have news actually.
Oh, go.
Well, not really news, but more just a commentary on the latest things that have been happening. The Sony State of Play today.
Yes.
was
God of War.
really good. God of War. Fucking
God of War.
Very excited. I came home
good.
very excitedly. Literally an hour ago.
On like Reels, and it's about his spouse
Faye.
instead.
Yes,
Faye.
Yeah.
Oh, LaFaye, yeah.
And did I hear Jack Quaid's voice at one point?
Yes.
I thought I did. Yeah. So it follows.
He's mocapping for a giant cube.
Gelatinous cube, yeah.
He's
the Tibetan god looks fucking cool.
The Mongolian God of War, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we know that when she dies in God of War, the first God of War game, the Norse series, she is sent to the gods' afterlife. I think it's called like Ever something. I can't remember the name.
Everwen? I think
Everwen. To the afterlife of the gods. Man, I've got to say, some of the animations of her sword play. Oh, chef's kiss.
They've got Sekenet in there as well, so there's
yes.
and it's sort of playing into this idea around these masks. So there's this other layer which calls back to Athena from the original trilogy, which is crazy. So there's
the Mask of Loki too, which is kind of one of those mysteries that was never solved with God of War Ragnarok.
Yep. So I think that's an important plot point.
Yeah. It's funny. I was really thinking we'd have an Atreus series next with him kind of traveling to a new region, and I'm really hyped for that when it comes. But I didn't know anything about this. I didn't see this coming. I hadn't seen any rumors about it being with the setting following Laufey. But I went from being like, is this going to be any good? Within 30 seconds of the trailer being like, oh, this is going to be fucking fire. This looks amazing. Yeah, so I'm really hyped for that. Santa Monica Studios just can have a link to my bank account, I think, and just anytime they produce anything, just extract the money and send me the game. I've got no issues with that at all. That's fine with me. Man, that's awesome. Absolutely. That's so cool. I'm super hyped. Good call out on the, that was very worth talking about. Should I do a playthrough of that? How far is that away? Oh, that's going to be like next year, isn't it?
Probably.
Fuck, okay. We'll deal with it. We'll wait. It'll be fine. Awesome. All right, let me do the recap. Let us dive into the session, unless we've got anything else fun to share before we start. Nah, sweet. The Tempest Adventuring Guild, a name now legendary across the lands of Nostea, is taking on the threat posed by the return of the Giants. Having braved the unnatural cold afflicting the islands of Northgard, the team have arrived on the frost giant stronghold of Lysheim, seeking to close the gateway to the frozen hell of Cania. Working with the frost giant Svindael, the plan is to infiltrate Lysheim undetected and then meet up with Freyin, the Volker of the frost giants and a possible ally, meeting her at the moon pool in the shadow of the Frost Mount. Ambushed by Yetis on arrival at an abandoned boathouse, the team are now acutely aware of the danger lurking in wait on this island. After constructing a snow skimmer to travel swiftly over the frozen ground, the team made their way through the forests and arrived at the moon pool. However, only a single female frost giant awaited them, with Svindael nowhere in sight. Sensing something wasn't quite right, Harry stuck to the shadows, hiding behind some half-ruined statues, while the rest of the team cautiously approached this frost giant. After some back and forth, it became clearer and clearer that this wasn't the giants they were planning on meeting. This was not Freyin the Volker. Instead, the illusion dropped to reveal a boar hag, the statues around her actually ice trolls. Fighting for their lives, the team were eventually victorious, despite taking some heavy hits and a couple of the team members dropping down to close to death, shall we say. The team were able to emerge victorious, slaying the hag and her troll minions. Exploring the area around, it didn't take too long for the team to find a hidden shrine to Anam. Messing around with the shrine, opening a secret passageway linking the moonpool to the village of Lysheim. We left off last week as the travelers and adventurers that we have been following made their way through this secret tunnel, tracking it all the way to essentially a hut at the edge of the village of Lysheim, emerging into a rather austere room. The walls around you are enormous, the roof high above you. This is a room, a hut, a building designed for a frost giant. The furnishings and decorations on the wall are fairly meager, furs and hides, many of them depicting beautiful patterns that are being painted or dyed into the fabric. For the furs, there's stitched designs showing what look like animals, showing what look like scenes out on the sea. You can see longships, massive glaciers, falling snow, many different designs adorning these patterns that are lining the walls to help keep in the warmth. There's a small table, a bookshelf with scrolls, some herbs dried that are hanging from the ceiling above. And we left off last week as you climbed up onto the table and had a bit of, I think it was Harry climbed up onto the table and had a bit of a peek through the curtain. This massive bear skin covering the windowsill, revealing the town of Lysheim beyond. And that is where we left off last session. We dive straight back in with all of you inside this 60-foot by 80-foot room. The roof above you, wooden beams crisscrossing, thatch stuffed in for insulation as well, small candles sputtering on the edge of the table. And that is where we left off. I hand back over to all of you.
Is it still sort of very much daylight, sort of sun high at the moment? Or is it sort of, are we approaching nightfall at all?
Ever since you approached the island of Lysheim, the skies, really since you arrived in the very northern section of Northgard, the skies have been perpetually clouded by the dense storm, this unnatural freezing storm. It was only when the eye of the storm kind of like opened above you that you were able to see the night sky once more when you were back on Northgard. At first you think it must be midday, really. The light that's kind of flickering and shining down from above seems to be bright enough to be midday. And it's only when Harry kind of looks up, glancing towards the sun, and grows very still that you realize that light is not coming from any natural source. Instead, the flickering light that is spilling across the ground is an enormous 200-foot wide spinning circle of energy, half embedded into the mountainside of the Coldridge Mountain. twisting and undulating, winds rushing out from it, snowflakes falling, the brunt of this ice shooting across the top of Lysheim and falling onto the snow beyond, falling onto the sea beyond, the water's frozen, waves sealed in place. And that light is the blue flickering edges of this portal. You cannot see the sun from where you are.
Harry, are we sort of in the middle of town? Are we kind of on the edge? Like, what's our position kind of looking like?
Looks like we're right on the edge of town. I'm just having a bit of a look, and I can see that there's a little pathway leading down. We're sort of up a little bit on the side of the mountain. I can see lots of buildings and a harbour down below us, and a really big building, like a big longhouse. You know, like the big longhouse we saw, like in the giant dream, kind of like that. There's a really, really big longhouse down there, and then there's like, I can see a few giants moving around as well.
Do you see anything that looks like stables or dog houses or anything? I was thinking, if we can find Finja, we might be able to try and find. I have forgotten his name entirely. Svindael.
I'll get Harry to roll a perception or investigation check. I suspect it's going to be a perception check, knowing Harry. I'm pretty sure his perception is like +8 or something. Let's see if I remember Harry's character sheet.
Plus,
well.
He's got the reliable talent as well. So.
Oh, true. Okay, I'll definitely roll a perception check for Harry. Perception check.
Before he rolls, can I also just sort of tap him on the shoulder and cast guidance?
Ooh.
Go on. Do you want to roll the d4 for him? I think you should.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So.
The reliable talent kicks in at that point?
Yeah, reliable talent definitely should kick in. It's funny that it didn't automatically. Normally it should. But that'll be a total of 19.
He's rolling through roll plus 20.
Oh, maybe he's doing that through. Yeah, okay, possibly. I think I needed to jump to features and traits first. Yeah, okay, if I roll it again, does it fix it? I bet that fixes it. Yeah, there you go. I just need to jump to features and traits first. Doesn't matter. It's the same roll, 19. Plus 3 takes it up to a total of 22. You watch as Harry kind of cocks his head a little bit, squints and goes, I don't know if I can see a stables, but there's definitely some sort of like kennels area, and I can see like a fenced yard as well. It's not too far from where we are actually. It's maybe like 100 feet. It's not too far at all actually.
Be a good first port of call for us then.
We'll have to be careful. It's like down through there's like a wooden palisade wall around the outside of the village, and I think I can see a giant on top walking around the fence. We'll have to be a bit quiet and a bit careful. It's right next to like a gate.
Gate open at least?
Nah, gate's closed.
Any obvious way of getting under or over the wall?
Oh, we're already inside. No, it's all good. We're already on the inside of that gate. The gate's to the outside of this place.
Bart's going to quickly go to a window and just spy out that there's like no one walking by.
There's no one walking by. This area is on the outskirts of town, right up against what looks like a wooden palisade wall, Bartholomew. You can see that the wall has a platform. There is a single frost giant guard, roughly about 150 feet away, walking away from you, his back to you, as he seems to be glaring out across the frozen hellscape that has become the area around this village.
Before we leave this place, do we know who lived in here? Was this the Volker's place? As I like to investigate.
I would assume so, but I think further investigation would be pertinent.
I mean, there might be something helpful in here as well for us.
Start trying to like climb up on chairs, like big chairs, and peer over and.
While you're up there,
Grim, up a rug that's like 10 times the size of me.
Don't strain yourself. But maybe look for any clues as to where the Volker actually is, because her disappearance and her not, on account of not being where she should have been at the moon pool is rather concerning. The fact that her visage was taken by a Bjorhag?
Yes. If the Bjorhag has taken her appearance, then something isn't right here.
Maybe there's a clue somewhere.
Well, I'd like.
Can I give Grim an advantage on this with me kind of like yelling at? Yeah, boy. Yeah.
Come on.
Again, Matt, I find myself wanting to ask for a deduction check to see if you can figure out like what's happened here. Goddamn, I swear to God, when you guys start playing Cosmere and you see the skills that are active in Cosmere, it's going to be very hard to come back to D&D because the way they're arranged and the way they work is just better. It's just better.
It is.
Investigation check of 18 and 15. We'll take the 18 because it was with advantage. Yeah. Grim, as you have a bit of a peek around, definitely this, I mean, from what you've seen, this belongs to the Volca. I mean, this was a secret passageway that only one person had walked down in the last few months as far as, I think it was Niles who did the survival check. Was it Niles who did the survival check or Cassius? Can't remember.
I think it was Cassius.
It was Cassius. Whoever did the survival check, the only person who's walked down this secret passageway was the Volva from the looks of things. The Volca, sorry. I'm using the old name. The Volca. And like, yeah, as you sort of have a bit of a look around, there are clear signs that this belongs to someone who practices a form of magic that you, frankly, look down on, Grim. As you see the herbs that are on display, the diagrams that are here, this is a medicine woman, Grim. This is no learned scholar who has spent years underneath the dim candlelight examining dusty tomes, seeking esoteric knowledge. This is someone who's been, heaven forbid, outside for most of their wizard schooling, most of their magical schooling. There are signs that she practices a bit of a hybrid form of magic, though, along with a lot of what you would classify as more druidic kind of magic. Again, another form of magic you look down upon as an almighty wizard. These fucking druids.
It's innate.
It's disgusting. As you have a bit of a look around, like, yeah, imagine changing your form into like a rat or something. They don't understand the allure of bones. You can see that she has been.
Bones always there.
She's been using a form of magic that seems to combine, frankly, what you would classify as artificery, which is almost as good as being a wizard. Being an artificer is almost as good. It's not quite as good. It's better than a sorcerer and a warlock, though. Good lord. It seems like it's combining like a form of artificering, which is that giant technology you've seen before. This giant magitech. I mean, you can see the metal on display in the form of these very strange-looking objects hanging from the wall, but wrapped around them are vines and leaves growing from these clearly like natural magics. As you have a bit of a closer look, you can see that there's a couple of different schools of magic at play here. I'm not even going to have you roll like a detect magic or anything like that. Just from your knowledge of how magic works, your sense of it as you feel the air. There's a little bit of evocation magic wound into this, a little bit of enchantment, and a lot of natural magics.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely belongs to the Volca.
Okay. So what was the object itself?
It looks to be some sort of... initially, you first mistake it for some sort of wreath. There are thin bands of metal wound around in a perfect circle with vines wrapped in them, leaves growing from them. There's a few spots where even like red berries grow from the section as well. And at first you mistake it for a wreath before you see the thin strands of like a spider web joining the center together. It looks like some sort of dream catcher-like device, Grim. But it's clearly got some other uses. In the very center, there's a glowing blue gemstone that occasionally pulses with energy, and occasionally giant runes light up around the outside. Whatever this is, it's something important.
Okay, guys. This could help us. If it's anything of this druidic magic.
Some kind of spell focus? So I think Lyra has something like that.
Just having a look. Can Lyra take a bit of a look at that, see if she can figure out?
If you could touch it, please, it'd be for the best.
Do I get the sense that touching it would be bad?
I don't know. Nah, not really.
I don't think it'd be bad. I just touch too many things lately. I'm trying to put a limit on magical things that I touch.
I was told to keep my fingies to myself after the staff.
It appears when I touch things, it's not good. So I trust you.
It seems I'm only trusted to lay my little fingers on bones.
What was that?
Uh-oh. That's a nat 1.
It's a natural 1 for insight. Lyra, this is really nothing of importance. There's no major magic going on here. This is just a simple light cantrip and a bit of minor illusion. nothing interesting. It's nothing really exciting. You're safe to pick this up. You're safe to use this. There's no issues here at all.
I'm just gonna pick it up and touch it.
Yeah, as soon as you pick it up.
In the middle.
As soon as you pick it up, I'm going to need you to make me a wisdom saving throw. You have advantage on this roll for a reason you don't know.
1.
I almost want to give you disadvantage for the natural 1, but unfortunately, because of a fundamental part of who you are, I have to maintain the advantage. 20 and 17. Both of those would have actually passed, so we'll take the 20. As soon as you grasp onto this item, there is an intense and overwhelming sense of connection. You feel your mind suddenly expand, Lyra, as all around you, you sense life. All life. Your companions, worms in the dirt beneath you, as your sense expands, birds in the trees themselves, in this pulse that emanates out from you, you lose yourself in the sensation of all living things around you. And just as quickly as it threatens to overwhelm your mind, tendrils of some ancient mycelial growth begin to stretch, binding the pieces of your psyche together, holding you as you are, as you hear that call, that song of the sovereigns ground you once again. And as your focus is pulled back inwards, that sense of connection suddenly dissipates. You can feel the power humming in this thing. It is incredibly magically charged.
Hell yeah. Before the sense of connection was lost, just sort of feeling everything, the first thing that she probably would have been seeking is, one is seeing if she can get another sense of where Finja is,
Yep.
and the other one would be seeing how far this connection goes and can she sense Shana.
Whoa.
Yes. Can I get you to roll me? Can I get you to roll me a spellcasting check, as if you were casting a cantrip? Because you're basically trying to use your druidic spellcasting, and because you are a druid, you have the ability to use this item. Yes, spellcasting. Anyone else would be rolling like a... Oh, wow, okay. It's not as incredible a roll as we were probably hoping for.
Well,
14. That sense of distance, Lyra, you don't know how far this goes. Your mind begins to lose itself before you sense the borders of how far this effect goes. Certainly, it seems to extend beyond the edges of this island. It seems to extend a lot further. It's at this point that those mycelial tendrils and the Song of the Sovereign bind you back together and pull you away from that sensation. Before it does, though, you do sense a number of different forms of life, and you are able to sort of sense the difference between them and the rough location that they are in, at least the rough direction they are from you. One stands out to you because of your connection to it, because this is a spore servant you yourself created. I will say that you do know the rough direction of Finja, roughly southwest of where you are. Not sure exactly how far, but southwest of where you are. In the direction that Harry kind of pointed vaguely, where he thought he could see some kennels.
all right, making sure, yeah. In that case, it's how big is this dream catcher? Are we sort of talking like on like a human, like sort of yay big, or is it like?
No, it's the size of a human. Yeah, it's like the size of a person. Oh, but as you grab it, it shrinks down. Sorry, this wood. As soon as you grab it, it shrinks down until it's about the size of your head.
Oh,
That's convenient.
Is there like, can I find like a cord or something nearby? Like, I kind of want to stick a string through it and wear it as a necklace, just to keep it safe.
Yeah, it is decently big, but there are leather strips hanging from the walls that are used to hang up some hides and furs.
If I strap it to my back underneath my cloak.
Yeah, 100%. You can definitely do that. As you weave it through, strapping it into position, it's a bit heavier than what it feels it should be. There's a weight to it beyond its size. But it sits easily enough on your shoulders. You feel a bit of a tug, but as soon as you attach it to your back, it feels secure there, secure enough.
Just in case it's helpful or something. And yet, no chance I got a sense of if it had a read on
The Vulcan
Crayon at
herself.
all. Yeah.
No, it's through your connections that it was able to establish, not through hers.
And this didn't seem like a spell focus or something. Like it was some other kind of magic.
I mean, it's a powerful magic artifact. It could be used as a spell focus. You can certainly feel the power thrumming through it. You would know immediately that any druid could use this as a spell focus, certainly.
Right.
If it's helpful, I could identify what it is, but it will take about 10 minutes, if that's rather helpful.
I guess I just look at the others and see.
Look, as much as I would like to find out what the cause of whatever this device is, as much as the rest of us, but I think spending too much time here and in literally hostile territory might be risky. There isn't anyone around now, as Bartholomew seems to have confirmed, but that's not to say that that'll stay that way forever.
No.
I think we can certainly take it with us, and once we're in a more secure location, I think it would be worthwhile.
Right, it's already strapped to the background underneath the cloak.
Oh, well, look, there she goes.
The thing is, it had this weird magical effect though, some sort of weird connection. I'm not sure if it is related to the spore, weird stuff, but it did give me a read on Finja, and they seem like they might be in the same direction as the Kennels that Harry was pointing out. That could be a good first place to check. Finja might know where Svindael is. Like, we can just sort of go on there. Maybe Svindael knows where Harengon is.
Seems like our best lead yet. I'm quite happy with that. Is the coast all clear if we head out? Oh, I didn't see anything else, did I, Owen, by the way? Ooh, sorry.
Nothing else that really stands out as being particularly interesting.
Okay.
I guess pass without a trace on us to help us sneak around.
Okay.
I mean, that would be pretty good.
Yeah, perfect. Alrighty. So, pass without trace. Could I get everyone to please roll me a stealth check?
Oh, let's go.
I believe. Let's see. We've got a 8 from Grim, 16 from Niles. I'll roll one for Harry.
There's a pass without trace on it?
Yes, it does. And I'll roll one for Cassius too.
Can guidance be added after the fact?
You have to announce it before. You got to tell me beforehand.
What's proficiency in stealth do?
Let's you add your proficiency bonus.
Proficiency bonus, where is that? +4.
So your proficiency bonus will be... Yeah. If you're proficient...
Okay, yeah. Stealth has +4 already. Okay, yeah. That's my max.
So that's a 21 for Harry and a 16 for Cassius. So Grim is definitely the one dragging us down. So 18 for Grim, 26 for Niles, 29 for Lyra, 31 for Harry, and 26 for Cassius. Overall, really, really nice stealth checks. I'm going to move you across to a map. This is more of a representative map for this bit. I have bound your characters... 20. What was that?
Was Harry in that 20?
No.
That's dirty.
21 plus 10 for Path Without Trace takes him up to a 31. If he'd rolled in that 20, his total would have been...
He's got +11 to it, so it's... Oh, yeah, no, never mind.
So his nat 20 would have been 41 if you had added Path Without Trace. Just for context.
He would cease to exist at this point.
Yeah, I know. It's complete... It's complete insanity.
It'd be like, Harry, who are you talking about?
I know.
Have a character
it's insane.
Harry. Is that a name?
Yeah. No.
Is what a name?
What?
Yeah.
Someone that we used to know.
Somebody.
Man, Gautier, absolutely underappreciated genius. That is not his best song. He's got loads of other good songs. You go listen to Gautier's other work. There's some really, really good songs in there. Go Your Own Way. Heart's a Mess. Every time I hear Bronte, I cry, though. It's about the death of his dog, and it breaks my heart every time. Oh. No, seriously, don't listen to Bronte if you don't want to cry. If you want to cry,
I don't want to cry.
Great song to listen to. Yeah, it's a rough listen, especially when if you know the lyrics, it's even worse. It's a beautiful song, but fuck me. Alrighty, let me give you control. You should be able to see a tiny little token there. I've blown it up so you can see all of your characters in it. All of you should have control of this token, and you should be able to see roughly around the village of where you are. I hand over control to all of you. As you step out, You can see that there is a... okay, hello. Who's doing that? Okay, no. If you've moved yourself down there to see the map and cheat, you're going to deal with the consequences of that, Christian. There's going to be consequences. That's perfect. I just needed to know if anyone was
all in the same picture. No!
Yes. No. Christian has done a goof, and he's going to be punished for it, because that was very much a cheeky thing to try and see more of the map, and now there's going to be consequences for that. No, I'm not a dick. As you have a bit of... Oops, sorry, that's way too much zoomed out. As you have a bit of a look around, it seems that you have stepped out from the Volker's hut, which is positioned right at the edge of the wall. In front of you, down a bit of a hillside, you can see the harbour, a massive longship frozen in place on the surface of the ice. Two frost giants visible from here appear to be trying to shift and move the ice to melt it away from the sides and raise the ship up. It looks like they're trying to dry dock this ship and prevent damage from the frozen waters around it. Immediately to your right and forwards, northwest of where you are, you can see another large building. This one positioned quite close to the Seer's hut. You can open the door. That's fine. That's just where you came from.
I was just like, what's that do?
It just shows you inside. It's not that exciting. Open it up. That's where you've come from. There you go. Don't get too excited. It's just the opening of the doorway. I'll keep you guys this size of the token just so that the stream can see really easily. But for the purposes of this, your size is this as you're running around in here for scale. The area immediately to the south of you looks like a palisade wall that joins into the edge of the Seer's hut. There is a gate that is positioned there, but the gate is currently opened, revealing a pathway beyond down towards a much larger gateway, the one that Harry pointed out around the edge of the building, and the longhouse down towards the southwest of where you are. Directly south through that gatehouse, it looks like there is a pathway leading down towards essentially what looks kind of like a kennels, a building with a fenced yard in front of it. You can hear the sounds of howling and scratching coming from that direction, the occasional bark of a large canine form down towards that section. Where would you guys like to go?
Towards the kennels, unless anyone else wants to go somewhere different.
No, I think that might be good. We could possibly find your pet.
Mm-hmm.
If we don't know where the giant is, at least that's something we do know the location of.
You might be able to find the giant, or someone that knows how to find them.
Prefer to avoid any giants we don't know, so I'm happy with that.
Keep your eyes peeled, though, in case we see anything of note. Any sort of information we can glean here will be useful when we are ready to face whatever this is.
Yeah, I mean, if we find prey and strung up somewhere, or Svindael.
Yeah.
Or even this witness. Not that we know what he looks like, but...
Perfect. So down towards the south?
Down towards the south.
As you begin to move forwards, sticking to the shadows, hiding on the edges of the pathway, there is dense undergrowth on either sides of the muddy walkway that makes up this main road. The plants here are enormous, massive bushy trees and massive bushy undergrowth that's been covered in layers of snow and frost, providing quite a nice area to kind of sneak through. As you stick to the shadows, moving along, making your way down towards the gatehouse, you very quickly spy, passing underneath, that same frost giant guard that you saw before, this time patrolling towards the edge of the palisade wall, making his way along the walkway. There's a brief, tense moment as Grim cracks through a section of bush, causing some snow to fall around him with a soft whump, that sharp crack echoing out from around him. You watch as the frost giant pauses, glances over in the direction of where you are, and then slowly begins to make his way down the stairs towards your hiding place just around the corner of the wall, still hidden inside the undergrowth. What would you guys like to do?
Is there a slightly more concealed area that we could sort of hunker down in that might give us a bit more protection?
From where you are looking around, the frost-covered foliage lining the edge of the seer's hut, looks like you're on the other side of it, is the best place that you can find cover. There's not a lot of options here.
Yeah, I think just the crouching down under the foliage.
If I could if I see where he's moving along, would I prestidigitation to warm some of the snow above him, like if there's like another tree or something, to get the snow to fall off and maybe create another thump next to him?
Yes. Grim, can I get you to roll me another stealth check? This time it's to see how stealthily you can cast prestidigitation. What's the range on prestidigitation as well? I think you've got about 30 feet, right?
Let me double check. Spells.
It's not super big.
Range area 10 foot. Oh. Okay, that's not very good then. Maybe I can't do that.
Is there anything else you'd like to do?
If I can get a sense of what Grim was trying to do, could I try doing, if there is
a snow and just go?
Yeah, I was just thinking with shape water or something, could I, that's 30 feet if the tree is within 30, or if it's 60, I could try using Starry Wisp and just kind of try and ink on a branch.
30 feet gets you pretty close to where he is, yeah.
Yeah, so I think 30 feet, I'll try and use shape water just to gently knock just a branch that's just like, and then snow falls off the tree.
Could I get a stealth check from you, please, then, Lyra? I believe. 13. Well, pass without trace is for like your sneaky moving around, removing your tracks and things like that. I need a stealth check to see how stealthy your spell was. As you cast the magic, abuse water, ready to go. You watch as the foliage dips, the snow briefly melting, dropping a bit right next to him. You watch as the giant kind of pauses, looks down at his feet, looks up at the branch, shakes his head, and then slowly turns and makes his way back up along the walkway. Must have been the wind.
I give a very light fist bump to Lyra.
As your fists collide, you hear thunder crack overhead. What does that? Ah!
Yeah, we crack our knuckles when we do it.
Yeah. Dirty thief, I'll have your hand for this. As he leaps across the chasm and lands on you. No. He begins to make his way along the walkway, moving south again.
Okay. I start doing like seal maneuvers, like fist, go, fingers, water.
Yep, perfect.
I'm gonna linking tattoo. What?
Yeah.
I don't know. I've seen some people in the city do it once in the guard. You lead the way.
Okay.
Or even if we can have Harry try and make a slightly more, or find the best path forward, just because he's naturally the most stealthy of all of us anyway.
Yeah.
Yep, I can do that. I'm pretty good. Harry's going to roll a survival check. See if he can help you out. 15 on his survival check. Harry scoots ahead, ducking forwards, doing a little roll as he moves across the center of the walkway, disappearing into a snowdrift just in front of you. You watch as his little ears poke up out of the snowdrift, followed by his head as he looks around, and then ears drop and he drops down into the snowdrift once again. A few moments later, you watch as his paw comes out the side and begins gesturing for you to follow. As you rush,
shuffle.
As you rush across the center and dive into the snowdrift, you watch as the frost giant who was walking that pathway has reached the area over the main gate and continues to walk around, disappearing over the roof of the kennels that seems to be just down towards that southern section of the gate. As you begin to move forward, Harry suddenly holds up his hand, pausing, as a doorway opens in the building right next to you, and you watch as another frost giant strides out from there. This one is dressed in clearly warrior's garb, a massive bearskin cloak wrapped around his shoulders, the mouth of which has been used to form a shoulder guard. You watch as he stretches, clearly a dire bear, the size of it, this thing's huge. You watch as he stretches, cracks his neck, and then reaches down to a hand axe tucked into his, to the belt on his side. Right, we need to get more meat. Come, Longclaw, we hunt. And as he strides forwards, you watch as a massive polar bear follows him from inside the building. As it steps out, you watch as the bear pauses for a second, sniffing the air and sniffing the ground in front of you. Harry begins shivering, dropping into the snowdrift next to you. Grim, could you roll me a d20, please?
Sure.
Just d20.
What could that be for?
Don't worry about it.
For fun.
For fun. Because I like the clicky-clack of the math rocks.
Oh,
That's a natural 20.
oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That's maybe not good for us, though.
Oh, no, don't say that. No, of course.
That might have been the polar bear's roll.
Perception check.
Find us.
No, you wouldn't do that.
Do that to us, Owen, would you?
I frequently do.
He does.
In this case, you are very lucky. I am not rolling for the polar bear's perception check. I'm rolling for its survival check. You watch as the polar bear immediately begins to snuffle along. No, I'm kidding. You watch as the polar bear, sort of sniffing the ground, charges forwards, rushing towards the gate as the frost giant goes, "Yeah, we hunt!" and then begins chasing after his polar bear companion, the two of them passing through the gatehouse and disappearing from view. You watch as Harry looks towards you and mouths, well, good news is I don't need to go to the toilet anymore.
Note to self, avoid the patch of yellow snow.
Oh, it's not yellow, it's more brown. But yeah, I'd avoid it in much the same.
Just put some snow there. It's fine.
Kick some snow over it. As you move forwards, the door still swinging, like half open from where the polar bear charged through. You can see glancing in an enormous hall. Pillars rising on either side, carved in the shape of serpents, of fish, bears, and wolves. Just a quick glance inside through this open doorway. But in front of you, you can see more of what looks like the Kennels area. In a fenced-off region, there are more polar bears, more enormous, dire polar bears, and a bear that can only be described as looking ragged. This enormous creature, easily standing 10 feet taller than the surrounding polar bears, so about 30 feet tall. Its fur matted with dried blood, scars across its flank and hide. One of its ears has been carved away. This enormous scarred bear begins to move over towards one of the other bears, this one crouching down, almost supplicating before it as it lets out this low growl, pushes it aside as it makes its way towards the other side of the wall, tearing into a hunk of flesh that has been chucked in there by one of the frost giants. You watch as the frost giant, throwing chunks of meat, reaches the end of his bucket, turns and begins to walk away down the pathway, throwing the bucket onto the ground behind him as he does so.
Can we see of the kennels? Are there sort of a slightly smaller building there, or see a pen with the more wolf-like creatures in it?
There is that building that is positioned down inside the fenced area that you can hear the sounds of growls and whines coming from. You can't see a doorway into it from here, though.
You probably have to go around further.
Yeah, maybe see. Yeah.
Oh,
like
fucking
the building
Roll20
that we're
map gives it
hearing.
away. You can see the door there. I didn't realize.
No, we can't.
You can.
Wait,
It's okay. Don't
That
open it
one
from
or-
there, you fucking mage hand piece of shit. Close that door. Damn it.
Does the raggedy looking bear,
Yeah.
does it look like do the other bears look like it's, you said it was like the elf though. Is it like the,
Does seem like it could be that.
okay. Because you said raggedy as in like it could be.
Looks like it's scarred and battle damaged.
Well, okay, so gnarled.
Mm.
In any of the interactions that we've had with any of the ice, like the frost giants, not that we've had many, but we've just sort of observed them from a distance. Do they clearly show like some sort of rune or some sort of symbol that shows their loyalty to Eladrin?
That's a very good question. Could I get a perception, investigation, or insight check, please, Niles?
Okay. Let me have a look and see if I can get this.
Those of you who are watching on the video, you get this is your sneak peek of little teddy bear tonight, looking cute after his little clip.
Oh yeah,
Little man.
oh, with them chops. God,
He's pretty cute.
yes, lick the
How you
eat
doing?
the earbud.
How you doing? He does like to eat the earbuds. The reason I picked him up is because he was trying to take the tea bag out of my cup of tea. Because he's just tall enough when he jumps up on his hind legs that he can reach the top of the desk. He was like trying to he was like pulling on the little edge of the tea bag that's like hanging down from the teacup. He almost got the tea bag. Can you imagine him tearing that apart?
Gold?
Of course it is. I am a gentleman and a scholar, and I only drink the finest tea. 14 Niles on the perception check. Yeah, as you examine, you have seen now at least 3 of these giants. The one on guard, the one who was walking out with his bear to go and hunt, and this one here who was feeding the bears. All of them have a feature you've not seen on any of the other frost giants in your giant dreams. A burned scar, a brand that has been burned into the side of their face down one side, forming what looks like a giant letter. It is a horrific mark, the skin around it red and raw. Someone has branded these giants, or they have branded themselves.
Whoa.
Recently, that's raw as well.
Yeah, recently. I will say some of them look older than others, more healed than others, but yeah, they've been there for a while.
This village construction would also be relatively new, or unless it was in existence before the giants all went poof.
Well, that's the thing. If it had been there since before the giants went poof, it wouldn't be here now. And it would have been like abandoned. This is all wood. So yeah, Lyra, you can tell looking around, this has been constructed fairly recently, in the months since the giants returned. And that's one of the reasons why it's mostly built out of wood.
Can I just inscribe this rune down into one of the pages in my binder, my spell book, just to keep reference of it?
It's the giant rune for blood.
Oh wow,
Beautiful.
That same signature we saw on the slate.
Correct.
Yep. Yep.
Not that Niles is like an expert in any of this. Probably under a very hushed voice, so stage whispers for this one. I might even just sort of mention to Grim, I'm not an expert, but that is kind of like warlocky, demony, maybe? Branding, some sort of, it's a bit extreme show of loyalty, would you agree?
It's usually a cult tactic of sorts, I would say.
Oh, yes. No.
Anyone that worships or does anything like that, usually they show some sacrifice through pain to show loyalty, fealty. It's not good, I would say.
Okay.
A tattoo could do the job much better.
Yes. I thought that would be the case, yes. Okay.
It wouldn't surprise me if we might have our friend Mephistopheles.
That's what I fear.
Mm-hmm. How we get to those kennels? Do we just...
Well, I was wondering, we can just see on the other side of the pens, there's another building. I'm not sure if that other building would lead into the wall, if there's a passageway through that into the other kennel, or we hop the wall and hope we don't get eaten by bears.
I'm not very good at running, if that helps with the decision. I can teleport, if that helps.
Hey, DM, the wall here that he's patrolling across, how high up is it?
90 feet up in the air.
Okay.
And the platform he's on is about 60 feet off the ground.
Okay. Never mind.
Not climbable.
It's a giant palisade. It's designed to to keep giants
Stop
out.
giants.
You guys
Size
are
of these
yeah.
squares, if you don't mind me asking.
Each
Are
of
they
those tiny
10-foot
squares is
squares,
5
or-
feet.
5. Okay.
This is a well. I need you to imagine everything you're seeing. It's like you're a toy poodle.
Yeah.
That's the scale
Yeah.
I want you to use. You're a toy poodle, not a teacup, not a miniature. You're a toy poodle specifically.
I feel like a toy poodle.
Yeah, perfect.
need
Not
someone
a
to
usual
put me in
situation
one
for
of
you,
those giant
6'2", 6'3" tall man. But I need you to picture that you're not that. You're a toy poodle.
Okay. Squash me like a bug. Okay, I'm ready.
Well, you get up to in your personal time is your decision, mate. We don't need to hear about it here.
Okay, we'd have to get into bug play.
That's not a thing. Bug play's not a thing. I'm not falling for that. There's
It's
no
not
way.
a thing.
Google it.
That's
Not on my work laptop.
Hold on, my social
on the
security.
work laptop. On the work laptop.
Give me a GS something to.
the only result I
Please
can
do that.
find is a play by Trucy Letts called Bug, and that's the only result that comes up.
Oh, there you go.
Just
you have
infinite
safe search
like
off?
results. What was that?
Yep, safe search off.
Obviously.
Okay, good. Yeah, no, I just made that up. But I
know.
assumed it probably was something.
What would you guys like
Bug
to do?
chasing is real though. Okay,
Made the mistake of Googling it. It's a thing.
bug chasing.
No.
Oh, bug play. Yeah, there's a whole thing about goth women sitting on people and squashing them like bugs. We don't need to go there. So,
But you did. What is this session?
no, we don't need to talk about that. So anyway,
So before we get too far derailed, so how are we getting into
Is this what happens when Dave's not here to do something stupid to distract you? Oh yeah, I touched the thing.
Are we going to go trying around? Or are we going to try going through it?
okay,
Unless we can try and go under it.
can't do that. Okay, if you guys want to go through, I will follow. We can just
I
always
don't-
make a sprint for the door.
I don't really fancy the idea of climbing into the pen with lots of giant bears, but if that's what we need to do to get this done, then I'll do it.
I mean, it's definitely that. Is there, just to be sure, because we can see it from where we're standing, there's no window or anything on like the back side of this building, is there?
Not on the backside. Inside the area with the pens, there is a small window here. I'll put it on the map for you.
Small as in giant small, or small as
Small
in
and giant
like,
small. You could climb in for sure, and it would mean that you're not running through the entire area. Let me put the window in. There you go. Does that help?
Yeah.
How
I'm
high
just
off the
thinking-
ground is the window?
20 feet.
So we can't really see through the window at all, can we?
Not from
we would
where
need to,
you
like-
are.
We need to boost up and only some of us would get in.
Yeah. Well, Grim and I can face step.
Yeah, I can you see there. I could mold Earth some steps.
I take us a
I
bit
don't like
too
that.
long.
Yes.
Um,
And he's there watching.
There you go. Just to give you the view.
Brilliant. That changes things.
is there sort of like a snowdrift sort of on the corner of this fence post that we can sort of?
Yes, all along the
Give me a
fences there are plants that have grown up already through these gaps, and you can see snow has collected on the leaves, creating a little area that you could potentially try and use to hide and mask your presence.
Yeah, I think if we could get to sort of this spot or something like sort of along here, see if the bears take notice of us, and then see if I can see anything through that window.
I'll get some of the the foliage next to me. Is it like just frozen, or is it actually like vegetation?
It's vegetation, very, very frost-hardy vegetation, but even it is being damaged by the cold blasting out of the portal high above you, this portal connecting to the frozen hell of Cania. The leaves are covered in a layer of frost. They are brittle and breakable, but the plant itself is still mostly intact. And these dense sort of foliage seem to have lasted from the time of giants. They are enormous. Ducking underneath this massive plant here, which sort of resembles an azalea a little bit. I mean, it's easily 20 feet tall. It's huge. The leaves are like 2 feet across.
We can grab leaves and
I'll take like a little knot.
Field.
Yeah, we could make stilts. I was going to take my little knife and carve off like a bit of the stem for it and try and warm it up in my hands, get some juices out of it, and just try to pat that on myself to try and cover up my scent somewhat.
Oh,
an earthy plant smell.
Okay. Could I have a survival check with advantage, please, Grim?
For sure.
The azalea sap is highly toxic. No. Okay. Unnatural 20 is a great start. 13. We'll take the unnatural 20. The sap of this plant is thick and viscous, Grim. And it smells quite potent. There's this acrid, sharp smell that's quite unpleasant. But as you begin to rub it across your skin, Grim, this is perfect. Bears have a very acute sense of smell, and this smell is a very, very strong ward. Bears are omnivores. They can consume plant matter. The fact they haven't touched these bushes around the edges, despite the fact that they're clearly being a bit underfed inside this pen, this is a great sign. It means that this plant is probably quite bitter. The sap is not palatable or pleasant to them. This is brilliant. If you can smother yourselves in this, this could really help you get across this area without being smelt. Clever, clever, clever work.
Lyra's going to copy Grim.
Brilliant. All of you can do the same. You don't need to roll anymore after that. That's
I'll share the stem, like a cut off slip for you.
This is why we need more women in STEM, as you just hand over like a big chunk of the branch to Lyra and begin pouring the sap on her. Sorry, I couldn't resist. As you will begin to cover yourselves in this acrid sap, for the poor Owlin, it is a particularly unpleasant process, and for Harry too, given he's quite hairy. The sap sticks and begins.
The feathers.
Is awful. I think I'd rather have a go. I'd rather try my luck with the bed and have to put any more of this on it.
I'd rather be disemboweled.
Could you like rip the feathers and just put it directly on the skin?
oh no, please don't. My feathers are very sensitive around that.
Fantastic. As you apply the sap,
it doesn't feel great. It's kind of like aloe vera. If aloe vera was like tar.
Actually, not a bad. That's not a bad description for the physicality of this sap, Grim. That's actually not a bad description at all.
So you're saying I'll never fly again?
No, you've been tarred and feathered.
No, my. Just what I've always wanted.
Does Lyra get the sense that Finja is in that kennel before? Like,
it does vaguely match. It does vaguely match with the direction you felt before when you first connected to that druidic artifact. I mean, there's a sense, Lyra, a kind of pull towards your spore servant. Yeah, you do get the sense it's in there.
And from when I connected with him the time before, when I knew that he had sort of been separated from Svindael, did I get the sense that he was in like a room alone, like, or in a cage alone, not like a box?
Not any great detail like that. Really, just that it was inside a place and it was scared.
Oh.
Scared and angry and trying to escape is really all you got from that.
Yeah. I'm half tempted just to face step into the slither of through the window that I can see, even though it's probably just ceiling, and so it's just like I can't see where I'm going into. It's just gonna fall down because I don't think Lyra would be able to climb up the window.
Good question. I mean, face step's an elegant solution to that problem.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna sort of look back at the others and like, So we're going. You guys gonna follow through the window? I'm gonna try and.
Well, let's get close to the fence for now. And you're going to check it out first?
Yeah, I'm not sure about getting back because if I can see Finja, I'm sort of thinking if we can get to the snowdrift sort of there.
I can
Next
step with you.
You do bring up a good
join you.
point.
Well,
Next
just getting
steps.
Finja out.
If Finja is in there, are we going to open the front door and fight 4 polar bears?
Preferably not.
Hmm.
Man, I wish I could teleport him somehow.
Oh well, I don't know if I'll use that.
I mean, one potentially bad idea could be if we can somehow. Is there like a gate in this fence somewhere?
There is a gate down towards the very southernmost edge. I'll mark it on the map because it should really be on the map. Give me a second and I'll put it on the map as a doorway. How about that?
I could dimension door us back to Devolver's. Now I forgot the name. That person's. That person's hut, if need be. Let me check range area 500 feet. I'll be within 500 feet of the Volker's.
The Volker is title. Freyan is her name.
Freyan. Thank you.
Hey, my boy.
I'd be within 500 feet of Freyan's house that we're at before, or what I believe is Freyan's house.
You are, yes, definitely.
It's an option, but I could teleport us back if need be.
Everyone?
I don't think Finja would fit through the door.
Don't think you can get everyone.
You can also teleport one willing creature. Oh, sorry.
It's a shame you couldn't teleport all the bears on the other side out to the other side of the fence.
Teleport them into the longhouse.
I'm so confused.
I go boop, and this teleport them out.
Yeah, I was thinking as a distraction though, because they're clearly underfed, and they're not going to go after us because we smell rancid. Can we open up the gate and let them out and just kind of distract the giants while we do our thing?
What's our
with
thing?
Bear Rampage?
What's our thing?
Yeah, what is our thing? Good point.
Yeah, get into the kennels, see if we can get Finja, see if Finja knows where Svindael is, 'cause we need to find Svindael and hope that Svindael knows where Freyan is.
So you can talk to this spore servant?
I can certainly try. Like, I've got the usual druid, commune with, speak with animals. Not sure if he counts as an animal, but
technically is a plant now, funnily enough.
Yeah.
You speak of plants. One idea we have here is this is our best lead at the moment. Go there for Lyra. Lyra speaks with her plant
Agreed.
dog thing, furry friend, finds out where Svindael is. Hopefully Svindael's in there. That would make things easy. If not,
In a kennel.
Freyan?
if possible, I hope, I pray. If not, Svindael's not there. We find where Svindael is, find out where Freya is, and maybe come back for your pooch, perhaps. I'm just concerned that if we start a ruckus too early, it could make things difficult for finding him. Maybe it's best we know where he is first and then cause a ruckus.
I agree with Grim on this. I think opening the gate should be a afterthought distraction. If something goes wrong, then we do it. I don't think getting Finja out right now is what's important, but it is the only lead. So yeah, I think the idea of you going in and talking, and maybe if things look like they're about to go wrong, that's when we open the gate.
Yeah, I mean, option 2 would be just to blindly roam around while causing as least a distraction or kerfuffle as possible.
Yes.
And I can always mage hand the door open. That's completely easy.
Assuming there's no padlock on it. Is that
I'm inclined to agree with maybe releasing the creatures as a last resort.
I
I don't want them to complicate our investigation.
There is a worry as well, Lyra, with wandering around the streets. This is what I thought, at least, is that right now we have something that we know may be helpful. We could just risk our discovery at multiple other intersections, corners, for nothing. Or at least right now we have something in front of us. That was my pros and cons.
We just had two other thoughts. One is the reason why we were going to try and find Freyan was to try and see if we could get some more allies on our side before we start a big fight. Releasing the bears, as far as the huge direwolves out of town are concerned, they might consider that we have started a fight, and then they all come in. What is our end goal here? I guess, are we going to try and go through the portal so we can close the gatey thing? Are we going to try and start a rebellion?
Cassius frowns a little bit and goes, I thought we were going to do something with that big wolf. Wasn't she going to come and attack this place? Didn't we have to mark the friendly giants? That's why we're trying to get to Freyan.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't even just that. It was we were going to try and identify who was friend and foe, because clearly the frost giants here need some sort of assistance with overthrowing this particular Eladrin.
Remind me,
the ambergris here.
The portal and the big spinning light in the sky. This is up near like a cliffside nearby.
It's breaking through part of the mountain. It looks like the mountain has like half collapsed underneath the. Well, probably since this was activated, it has burst through. It's hundreds of feet up the side of the mountain, and it looks like the mountain itself is kind of. There's a massive crack through the middle of it that creates almost like a chasm in the very center of the mountain. It looks like the mountain is hollow. There's almost like a grotto hidden inside the center of the mountain. You can see a pathway leading up to that directly from here, outside that front gate that the giant just left through to go hunting. That pathway splits off towards the forest, but there's also a section that goes towards the mountain. It looks like that leads directly towards whatever this grotto is in the center of the mountain.
I think that
going through the gate into Cania, see if we can close it.
I think I don't think so. I don't think so. We don't know what deal Mephistopheles has with Bludgeon, and we might not be able to do anything to close it. At least if we have Bludgeon, have him defeated, he'll be able to tell us to save his own skin. He sounds like that sort of a guy.
Back a few sessions previously, when we were sort of first discussing that there was sort of this gate, that the gate was probably created here, meaning that the closing portally interaction thing is on the other side of it.
Yes.
Yeah.
I guess
that is correct.
If we consider our chances, which one has the most likely success? Starting rebellion and...
I mean, look, we have two options, the way I see it. We can either defeat Bludgeon and his clan, as difficult as that may seem, and given the current situation, we would have to gain some allies, which we haven't done so yet. We have Freyan, obviously, and our frost giant friend, who seems to be MIA.
Taken care of.
Yes, there is also that rogue hunter, that loner type that was out in the wilderness, but
no one's ever been able to find. Yes,
and he seems rather unreliable to that point. The other alternative is we simply sneak through the portal and turn the portal off, and then we're therefore finished. But I would assume with that logic that Bludgeon would simply go back and turn it back on again. So I feel as though that our only real recourse is to simply find a way to defeat Bludgeon, either through diplomatic means, which I feel is slim to none, given that we are not giants ourselves, despite the fact that we are, and the direwolves we have on standby to ready to rip and tear everyone in this camp.
I'm voting for Bludgeon and getting, I guess, this place ready for the wolf attack and trying to free them from Bludgeon. I don't think sneaking into the gate is going to result in anything useful for us. I think that if it was that easy, then someone else would have done it. Mephistopheles, we've already seen, is too well prepared. If the gate is just sitting there open, it is definitely being guarded on this side, on both sides. It may not be any easier than freeing the giants here. At least here we have certainty on allies, on incoming support.
Assuming we're still here in the town, but
Niles just realized something. The brands and the potential connection to Mephistopheles, obviously some sort of like loyalty cult sort of thing going on. Niles is thinking back to the Aarakocra that we defeated and how their souls were committed to the Mephistopheles' army.
They were, yeah.
Am I getting the impression that this could be a similar deal?
That's an interesting question, Niles. Do you want to roll me an insight check or a history check?
It's definitely
or a religion check, your choice.
No. It's
you know, right now I'd be
insight
asking for a deduction check if I could.
I know you would. Because
I fucking love deduction. It's the best goddamn skill.
That's only a 14, unfortunately.
It's not too bad. Niles, you would know, and you would remember that you've also seen this technique used before. This is the first time you saw it was on the Duergar.
Yeah.
You know that they were marked by Obsidian Foot to have their souls commended to the devil that he had made a deal with. This is not an unfamiliar territory that you have seen. From what you understand and what you know of this kind of magic, you know that normally the mark has to be willing. It's a sign of the person agreeing to the terms of the deal. Now, if they were ordered to put this mark in place, that does somewhat lessen the impact. But again, they've allowed this to happen. They have volunteered for this. That is the what's the word I'm looking for here? The voluntary component that would potentially bind their souls to a devil. If there is an agreement here, there are ways that you can sign an infernal contract. Marking yourself, marking your skin with some sort of glyph or with a brand is it's a binding way to seal a contract for sure. Now, do these giants know that they have bound their souls to Mephistopheles or Cania? If that is true, probably not. They might think this is a mark of devotion to Blodrin. But in the same breath, yes is the short answer. This could easily be a way of binding them to the service of a devil. I know, not great news.
That is a rather unfortunate circumstance. It means that diplomacy is more than likely completely off the table. We're dealing with fanatics here. Same like what we have dealt with at home, Bartholomew.
Yes. Okay, well, it sounds as if we're in most agreements that the portal is something that needs to wait, and that we're not wanting to release the polar bears, and that we're needing information right now. So I think, Lyra, you go up there and we'll maybe head closer to the fence in preparation to open the gate, lest you be threatened.
Alrighty, well, in that case, I think I'm gonna do a duck and roll over to sort of this post. Oh, by the way, guys, as soon as you leave my area,
I think we're all going to
be out within the pass without a trace.
We'll all come to the fence. That way, we're still in it, and then you can get away.
Or unless you guys are standing like about here, sort of closer to the building itself.
There is a section right around the edge of the building that you could duck into to maintain that proximity. What's the range of past that trace? It's 30 feet, right? 30.
So as long as you're sort of in this spot here, you'll just be in range.
Yeah, ideally you want to kind of be there, actually, right on the corner.
Yeah. I'm going to poof through the window because I'm assuming I've got some sort of line of sight at this point. So I'm just going to kind of...
The windowsill is wide enough that you can just poof onto the windowsill.
Yeah, I'll...
Should I join you on poofing onto the windowsill or stay here?
No, I think at this point, I'll see if I can find him, talk to him, and then
Good.
just phase step out. We'll save,
Before we
Save us.
prove, is there any stealth that needs to be made to cross the main street?
It's a good
I'm assuming
question.
Harry might sort of, do a little bit of a radar bun.
Harry will look towards you guys, cock his head and go, Why don't I take Cassius and we can get up on top of the roof there? There's like a little area that I think we could climb up and we could get a bit of a look from above. I could take Cassius and we could do that.
As long as it seems safe.
Well,
You're not sticking out like a thumb.
I don't think we're safe at all here, to be honest.
Less likely to get discovered,
That
standing
is
on a roof.
fair. Can't really argue with that logic.
Mm-hmm. I
Yeah.
believe it.
Okay, I'll take Cassius with me. We'll get up on top. Good luck, guys.
Right.
See you later.
Salute.
Harry salutes back. All right. As Harry and Cassius scamper back across the area towards the longhouse, climbing up the side.
Sorry. Just before
Yep.
they go, I'm setting up a linking tattoo with one of them. Either because I've got 120 feet of
Yeah,
range with that, so I'm
Makes sense.
setting that up.
I'm
before they go.
guessing probably Harry.
Yeah, Harry, Cass, whoever seems most convenient at the time.
Harry's pretty convenient. I reckon that makes sense.
If I could describe
Harry's-
him in one word, convenient.
Convenient, yeah. All right, perfect. With the linking tattoo established, the others waiting. Oh, sorry, Teddy. All right, come on then. Nope, that's Lumi. Now Lumi's going to do a little hello in a little jumper. Hello.
Baba!
Stepped on her.
Papa.
Sorry. She's doing some. What did Brandon call it? Bug play. Very lightly. I was moving my feet under the table.
Step on me, Dad.
Jesus. As you all duck into position, hiding behind the edge of the kennels, Lyra, you activate your phase step, disappearing and appearing inside the building on the windowsill. Now, I'm going to bring you across the internal maps. Only Lyra is going to be able to see the important, interesting stuff here. The rest of you are going to be stuck looking at the map you were on before.
Saw a lot of dead yetis.
Yeah, there'll just be a lot of dead yetis from your perspective. Lyra, as you poof and appear inside the area, let me bring us across to a little map. The kennels that you can see here are really a collection of cages along with the site of Finya, bound and partly hogtied, chucked inside this metal cage. All of the other cages are empty. Finya is here alone, and you can see that there is a cut down along their flank. No blood. Finya has no blood left, having been transformed into this spore servant, and you can see signs where people have tried. Someone has tried to figure out what has happened to this hound. Has realized there's something different about it, and has tied it up and thrown it inside this cage. Finya, for the most part, is now silent. The last instruction that you gave was to bide your time and attempt to escape when you're able, right? I think that was the last instruction.
Yeah.
Finya is completely still, lying there, preparing, ready to strike.
Is there any door sort of on this opening here?
Yes, that opening
Like,
is the
or-
massive doorway. It's currently closed. I've left it open on here just for the
Sweet.
purposes of the room not looking tiny, but I can close it for you if you like.
No. It's fine as long as it's it's closed.
No, you
Um,
demanded it. I'm closing it now. There you
I
go.
don't want any bears coming in. That's all.
There's no bears that can get in here, if that's any consolation. There you go.
Well, I'm gonna take a quick sort of look around the room, make sure there's no traps or sneaky things that might get in the way before going up to Finya and just getting them the hell out.
Perception or investigation check, please.
I'm not rolling well tonight.
No.
12. No, nothing in here of interest, Lyra. Nothing to worry about at all. You're all good.
Yeah, cool. I go up to the cage and try and. Do I get the sense of how I could heal Finya?
Any healing spell.
Like-
Any healing spell will
Any-
work.
Do I get the sense that they're super hurt, a little bit hurt, not even bloodied?
Not bloodied. Between full health and bloodied, shall we say?
All right, I'm gonna give him a first level cure wound. Just sort of like walk up, hand through the cage bars, tap on the flank to
16 HP. Finya's wound seals shut, fully closed. No longer is Finya in any danger or damage at all. Completely healed.
And then I'm gonna sort of give him a bit of a pat and you did so well. Like, what on earth happened there, bud? You were supposed to be with Svindael and making your way over to us. Did you guys get discovered or something?
You can hear the sound of Finya gently squeaking. A little bark escaping from her lips as she moves towards
higher pitch than I expected you.
Yeah, it is a little bit high pitched. This is exceptional timing for Alice to come home and Teddy to be like keen to see her. You can hear the sound of her paws scratching against the cage walls. Little squeaks as she does so. I'll see if I can get Lumi to squeak for us on command. If I hold Lumi here, would you do a little squeak for us? No. Worth a try.
Side-eye.
Worth a try. Yeah, she does. She does very good side eye. I've got to say.
I'm doing it.
Yeah, I don't do it on command.
Squeeze her tummy a little bit, like.
I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to abuse her.
No, not.
She's not a soft toy. I know she looks like a soft toy, but she's not a soft toy. I can't treat her like that. When your mum opens the door, she'll squeak, and I'll get a really good squeak for a take. As Finya sort of like moves up against the cage, trying to get out to you, and then whining a little bit, sort of looking a bit around as you heal her flank, and then snuffling up against the cage, giving you a big lick, Lyra.
Is there like an easy to access latch on the outside of that cage, or I can just?
There is a large metal lock that has been affixed in place. Strange though, Lyra, this looks like some sort of giant technology. At its center is a crystal, and the lock is comprised of a double helix of metal that wraps between the cage bars, binding the door closed.
No obvious key hanging on the wall.
No key. There's no keyhole on the lock. Move you over.
Right,
sorry, I made you a bit big. Technically, you're this big. There you go.
Yeah, I'm going to try talking to them first, see if I can get any info, and then I'm absolutely going to use my Heartstone to see if it's just like a Heartstone-based unlock the thing.
Yeah, okay, absolutely. What would you like to say to Finya?
Probably the first of all is like, what on earth happened? And do you know where Svindael is?
There's no verbal response. Finya is a reanimated dead hound, but you do get the sense of the emotions that kind of bleed through that connection. There's a fear, an anger, and then a sense of loss that comes through the connection.
Do I get the sense that speak with animals or speak with plants would work here?
I will allow either. Technically, this is a plant, but I will allow speak with animals to also function, because I know speak with plants is an exceptionally more...
It's a much higher level spell.
I've never understood why speak with plants is so much higher spell slot. I've never understood that.
Yeah, it's also
anything, it's
a ritual.
More useful to speak with animals than plants. Yes, water is good. Sun.
Yeah, I might see if I can ritual cast this. Yep. Just being mindful of spell slots. So sort of, I think in the 10 minutes between coming in and sort of healing up Finya, and then see if I can just
nice
them that way.
While Lyra is spending 10 minutes on this, what are the rest of you guys doing? Keeping watch. Hiding in the bushes, keeping watch. Perfect. Could I get a perception or investigation check from each of you then? No helping each other. I just want a separate roll from each of you, please. Perception or investigation. 18, Bartholomew.
What are we doing? Perception?
Perception or investigation, your choice. 9, Grim. 9!
I'm rolling super well tonight.
9!
Oh!
Natural fucking 20.
That was sarcastic. I wasn't. I was like, I'm not rolling very well. Then I promptly roll it. I got to say that more often.
Niles.
Shit to that.
Niles, it is you who notices this.
Oh.
The kennels? It's not just a kennel. The top of the roof, from this angle down here, has an opening large enough for birds to fly in and out of. And you can see in the rafters, there are perches for birds to sit. Hunting birds, most likely. It is at this moment, inside her little pen, trying to cast Speak with Animals, which is a ritual spell requiring verbal and somatic components, that Lyra discovers just what birds are kept inside this area as well. Lyra, you hear nothing until the claws dig into your flank, pushing you away from the cage with a screech, which both Bartholomew and Niles hear from outside as a giant owl descends and slashes into you with its claws. Lyra, that is going to be a sneak attack with advantage to hit you, as you did not see it. 19, I'm guessing, hits you?
Yeah. Yep.
That is going to be 10 points of piercing damage as the owl slices into your side before swooping past back up into the rafters above, its beak clicking as it looks down at you. You watch as with hungry eyes it gazes at you. That is going to be initiative.
Hungry eyes.
Oh boy.
All
If you
right.
could please, if everyone could please roll me initiative. Sorry, I'll take you. Oh no, you're on the right pages. That's perfect. Are you on the right pages? Yes, you're on the right pages. Perfect. I know your tokens aren't there, but if you could, Grim, how did you get a 0? That can't be right.
No, I shouldn't have.
Grim.
I'm not rolling well today.
Not a 1.
That's a 1. That's a 1. He's rolled a natural 1. That's incredible, my friend. I'm very impressed.
I've gone the highs to the lows this game.
The windows.
To the walls. Sorry, Bart. Where's your token gone? Sorry, I did see yours there. I think I might have fucked it up somehow. Let me add your turn. What was yours again, Bart?
13.
13. It's not too bad. I'll roll for Cassius really quickly, and then I'll roll for Harry really quickly. What do we got for Cassius? We've got a unnatural 20 for Cassius. Very nice. Harry gets a plus 11 to initiative. That's going to be 23 for Harry, and then for the giant owl. Let me get back over to this side. Oh, well, Cassius and Harry aren't going to be much help. There's no point including them. They're up on top of the other... There's nothing they can do to help. I'm going to take them off, actually. Sorry, don't worry about them. There's no point having them on that initiative. They can't do anything from where they are. And let's roll for the owl really quickly as well.
They are useless.
Yeah, sorry, they are a bit useless in this instance. Alrighty. So, first up, we have Niles. Do you want to use your...
No. No. Wait, hold on. I'll use it on Grim. Since Grim is at the bottom of the turn order, I would rather him. For your benefit, Grim, you see Niles begun to move. He begins to put the bird moves on you. Are you feeling the rhythm, Grim? Are you feeling the rhythm of the beats?
Yeah, like big feathers popping out.
Oh,
I think I'm feeling it. Yeah, what am I feeling? What am I feeling?
Your initiative can be my initiative because I'm cool like that.
Grim, you go from a natural 1 to a 24 on the initiative.
Yeah. Normally I do that for Bart, but Bart was somehow second in the initiative. Apparently. I was like, all right.
Well, I was completely oblivious, just like, yes, what sort of trees are those growing over there? Oh, God. Oh, yeah.
I rolled dog shit for the giant owl. Oh, advantage for Niles that you may use in this combat, in this session, Niles, from Flash from Kutcher.
Thank you, Flash and Kutcher.
I believe that is Ash who has given you that from our Monday night session.
Oh yeah, hey, hi Ash.
Specifically for you being a good birdie is what it says there.
Oh, I am a good bird.
Now we get bird be bird.
Not a bad bird. Not
Top
like what
bird.
we're fighting. I am the toppest of birds.
Top burp.
All right. So we're outside. We hear the attack.
Yep.
Fuck.
Would it be like big kind of?
You hear the sound of it screeching as it. Yeah,
Oh.
you do.
Am I able to ascertain whether or not it is another owl, or is there a distinction between owlin and giant owls?
It's not an owlin. The sound that this creature makes is guttural, and you can tell it's not an owl.
Oh, okay, cool. I think Lyra is in trouble, and I will look around real quick to see if there are any giants looking at us. First of all, and if the coast is clear, Niles will try and get to Lyra to intervene and help.
The perch, that opening that the birds of prey can fly in and out of right at the top, is roughly 40 feet off the ground, Niles. But you can see that it is open, and that is clearly an entryway into this building.
Okay, so if I'm going to get there, I have 50 feet of regular movement.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I can bonus action dash.
The reason you couldn't see this before is it's hidden underneath the awning of the roof. It's only visible from underneath looking up. It's designed as a way for the birds to get in and out sneakily without allowing predators to kind of sneak in and get in.
Yeah. So
Easily.
I will point this out to the rest of the party before I bonus action dash with Step of the Wind, which makes my movement go from 50 feet to 100 feet. I will then shoot vertically up into the air and then down back through the hatch in the opening of where the perches are.
Nice.
And how many giant owls are there? Is it just the one, or is it multiple?
So far, you've only heard the one.
Fuck. All right, so I could be just like landing in amongst a lot of them.
Potentially.
Rather than, these are trained hunting birds.
Correct.
I was going to try and intimidate them a little bit.
It's worth a try.
I might try. I have an owlin. I'm a little weird looking, but I might try and do like a display of dominance.
Okay.
So
go on.
Like Niles will land down next to Lyra and just kind of like pop his chest up and pull his shoot his wings up to make myself look as big as possible. And I will screech a hoot back at them. Hoot!
As you fly up in through this little secret perch appearing above Lyra, looking down at the cage below as you then puff up. Can you make me an intimidation check, please, Niles? I was going to give you disadvantage on account of you being a tiny bird, and these are very, very large birds, but I'm not going to give you disadvantage. I'm going to cancel it out with your very, very impressive hoot that you did. Oh, that's only an 11. I'm so sorry. Did you want to use your advantage? On this? You can.
Nah.
You can. You sure?
Can I?
Yeah, of course you can.
Fuck. All right, fine. Fuck it.
It's a flat roll, so you can use your advantage on this. And the community summoned advantages, the point advantages, you can roll after the fact. We've always done that rule. They're like a special advantage.
Well,
I'm
glad. Shit.
That's a natural 1, so we'll take the 11. As you fluff yourself up, Miles, go, hoot, looking towards the giant owl. You watch as it turns its eyes towards you, and then immediately looks away, bored, as it looks down at Lyra.
Ha, rude. With my remaining movement, am I able to get to Lyra?
That's a good question. How much movement do you have remaining?
Was it 40 feet to get through the hole and down?
Yes.
Okay. So 100 feet of movement, I've still got movement spare.
You can pretty much get to her then. She's about 100 feet away.
Oh, shit, that's actually quite far.
I know, these buildings are bigger than you think. The scale of everything.
Bigger on the inside?
No, it's because of the scale between the map and things not quite being 1-to-1.
Not even close. It was like 30 feet between the fence.
It's the problem of it's the problem of the scale of the map not being absolutely perfect. Because I'm using multiple things here, and giants are really fucking big. And to have the entire village as a map that you're walking through with you as tiny little bugs is very hard to manage. That's why I've done a group token for the main map, because it's more a representative map. The internal buildings are the battle maps. They're the ones that are accurate to size. The problem is you guys are so small and the giants are so big, and the problem is I've scaled up all the giants in this world. I've made them bigger than what they are in normal D&D to kind of give that real effect. So like frost giants are like 30 feet tall and things like that, so it does make it a bit harder. Everything's like that little bit bigger.
So I probably don't have enough movement to get all the way to the owl. I get close to it.
Yep.
Everything's bigger and austere.
Everything's bigger and austere. So I get the impression that these owls are like, that this owl is like, it looks quite dexterous, not necessarily strong, right?
I would agree with that assessment, yes. Great.
Niles is going to turn around his proverbial Pokemon trainer's hat, and he's going to throw the Iron Bands of Balatro at the owl.
You're going to catch it. Yeah. Time to catch it. I'm going to catch myself a Decidui as you throw the Iron Bands.
I'm catching a knocked owl, yeah.
A knocked out, yeah. I believe I need to roll it's a strength saving throw, isn't it, for the Iron Bands of Balatro?
It is a strength saving throw.
Let's go.
Oh, I got to make a range attack for her, first of all. Equal to your dexterity modifier.
So you rolled a natural 1 on your intimidation check. I just want to let you know I followed up with another natural 1 immediately for the strength saving throw.
I gotta see if I hit that. So dexterity plus 9.
Come on, give us another natural 1. I want 3 natural 1s back to back. Come on, another natural 1. Come on, 3 natural 1s.
Stop.
Natural 1.
That's pretty
summoned from... No, fuck. Okay, that's a 23. You watch as, with unerring aim, the iron ball, flies towards the giant owl. The giant owl isn't paying you attention. Your attempt to intimidate it, completely unsuccessful, Niles. And as such, the ball bounces off its wing, like... almost rebounds off, flips into the air, and then you watch as it expands, the iron bands wrapping around the owl, suddenly pulling it into the center. You watch as the ball drops to the ground, shakes once, and then immediately little stars appear around it as you catch it in a critical hit. The natural 1 on the strength save. The owl is bound, its wings haphazardly bound around it as the massive ball wraps up and locks it in place. It can't even speak, its beak covered by one of the bands as you hear a from inside, half hidden by the half hidden and half muffled by the band. As you look over towards Lyra, she's not looking like she's had the best fun with that owl. And looking up towards the ceiling, Niles, there is a sudden moment of panic as you see 8 more perches high above you.
Fuck!
But none of them are occupied at the moment.
Oh God!
Much as the cages are empty, the hunting birds have been taken out, along with the other hunters. They are there out in the field.
The problem is, Lyra, I do need those bands back. So,
Thinking that unless we can somehow, are there any ropes or anything around here, or like a cage that's already open that we get the sense that we can just kind of
push it into?
Do you want to add another
or do we just
to your collection? Your growing little...
I'd love to, but he's a bit big. I've only got the one set of spores that can do the medium creature or larger. I mean, if I had more spores,
So semantic of you. Medium creature? What is this medium creature you speak of?
Giant ones are too big. I tried. They failed.
Oh, okay. So you only have one medium creature then?
Lyra, this creature, I know it's called a giant owl, but it is a large creature.
I'm just saying, you've already trusted the chicken.
You could just... I mean, it's a little sad to prod and poke at this creature. It's a rather pretty-looking bird, actually. Aren't you a pretty little creature? Oh, yes.
You could...
From inside the iron bands.
Maybe I could take you home. Take you, little friend.
There's a pet that's bigger than you.
This is a little weird, though.
Frankly, you could ride it into battle.
Is this owl in bondage? Is this how it works?
I don't know how I feel about this.
Harry illustration all over again.
A couple more steps along the evolutionary line, and we might be friends. I'm not sure how that works.
Oh my god! So I've been rolling for the owl. I've been rolling for the owl to try and break free, right? Because if it gets a natural 20, not a natural 20, sorry, if it gets a 20 total on the strength, it can break the iron bands and the item is destroyed. So I've been rolling while you've been talking. I just want to let you know.
How many times? Once?
3 times.
You can only, I think it's only once. And then once
I think you're allowed to.
You can't roll.
You can use an action on a success. Oh, any further attempts automatically fail. Well, I've got some good news. I rolled another natural 1, so it's definitely fucked in there.
Hell yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and then on a failed check, any further.
It can't roll it again for 24 hours. Yeah.
Until 24 hours.
Yep.
So,
critical success. I mean, this owl's bound. It's not going anywhere. And Lyra, I mean, something occurs to you. If you're looking for a cage to put it in, I mean, there's the one that Finya is in, the Frosthound, the reanimated Frosthound. Just once you open the gate to let Fin, just once you get Finya out, just push the owl in. It's got hollow bones. It's a bird. It's actually not as heavy as you'd think.
I'm thinking more. Do I get the sense that the Heartstone is all I need to unlock this cage? Like,
you have no clue. You don't know.
Niles, we have 2 options. I can try and open up this cage, which I guess I'm going to try and do anyway. Or we wail on the bird and shove its mangled corpse into the party bag for later use.
Do we really have to do that? Seriously?
I mean, if other giant owls come, it could be distraction.
What, the mangled
we
corpse
shove it
of brethren on the ground? Wow, Lyra.
Are they cannibalistic?
I don't know. Come on, what are you saying? Are you assuming that I peck at my own brethren? I haven't pecked at Bartholomew yet. I mean, I got close. I mean, kick its ass.
In an effort to distract from potential faux pas, Lyra tries to unlock the cage with her Heartstone.
Hey, fantastic! As you place your Heartstone against the crystal of the padlock, you feel a static shock as it goes, as that connection forms, as the energy contained within it grounds itself against your arm. I need you to roll me a D100, please, Lyra.
Please no mummies, please no mummies, please no mummies.
Natural 1. 67.
That's pretty good.
You can feel something, a presence here. And as you hold your hand above it, you watch as 2 runes appear in front of you, illuminated by your Heartstone. Both of the runes, one on the left, one on the right, appear to be giant in origin, made of an illusionary light that hover above it. You just need to touch the correct rune, and you can unlock it.
Do I still have... Has it been an hour since I last cast Comprehend Languages?
It's a good question. You cast it in the Volker's shrine area, didn't you? So it has been more than an hour.
Even with fasty walkie?
Oh, good point. That was about 45 minutes. You did, yeah, you were moving through that area pretty quickly. I'm going to say the last dregs of that are still active. The rune for lock and unlock are in front of you.
I press unlock, but then sort of memorize them both as they are.
Press unlock. As soon as you do, you watch as the double helix bands immediately begin to slide across each other, moving back inside this cylindrical device, and it drops onto the floor. The cage door swings open.
Niles, roll the owl in.
I just roll the owl into the cage.
Yep.
We can take your
like
blinding...
a Katamari ball of an owl just rolling around the floor.
Close the cage, and then you remove your bindings once he's secure, right? It'll work that way?
What's your command word to release? Have we gone over that?
Well, I would have had to have done it with the Aarakocra assassins, but I don't know if we went over it.
Because I know your phrase to activate it is "got to catch them all," and then is it "I choose you" is the one that releases the ball.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. Let's go with that.
I lock the cage again before you release.
As soon as you do, Niles, you watch as the bands. You can have it in Aarakocra if you like. You watch as the I imagine like Aarakocran or Owlin kind of is a bit like a chirpy. You watch as the bands shift over one another, spinning together, and then release the owl, which immediately puffs up, flapping its wings, smashing into the side of the cage as it realizes it is trapped. The ball, knocked free, rolls out and into your waiting palm as you pick it up, chuck it in the air, and tuck it away. The iron bands of Lyra are useless until the next day.
That's fine.
Perfect. With Finya free, the giant owl contained within, you can hear the owl making quite a ruckus. From outside, Bart and Grim, you watch as the enormous scarred bear turns its head towards the sound of the owl smashing into the cage and begins to snuffle its way closer.
The door's closed, right? The door is definitely closed.
The door's definitely closed.
Bart's just going to with
the
a
window.
What was that? Sorry,
Where
Grim?
we are? Is it walking towards the window where we are?
Walking towards the
walking
front
to the
door
pen?
of the stables. The stables, the pens. Walking towards the front door of the kennel.
Bart's with a bit of weight is going to just like pound on the side of the shed.
Yeah, you guys hear that echoing through the wooden walls.
Okay, time to go. If you will allow me, Lyra, I can grapple you, and we can fly out through that hole.
Yes. Can I, because I know that the door is closed. Can I
It's just
do
a
a
bolt
quick...
that goes across the center, and it looks like the bolt is accessible from both sides, because it wouldn't make much sense if you could only lock it from the inside and not the outside.
Yeah.
There's bolts.
I'm gonna do a quick cast of Speak with Animals using the staff, and just bypass the casting time. And just be like, "Right, Finja. So, one, we are going to be coming back. I can't get you out right now because we don't know how. But do you know how did you guys get captured? What happened? Do you know where Svindael is? Do you know where Svindael's friend is?"
Waiting for us, they were. There were soldiers and their hounds. They could smell I was different. They knew not to trust us. They led Svindael into trap, bound me, cut me, caged me. Did not see a seer Volker. We were separated. Not sure where Svindael is. Can send him though. Can smell trail. Can lead if free.
Okay. I relay that to Niles and just sort of like, hey, he can lead us to him if we can get him out. I'm stealthy, are you, Finja?
Okay.
Like, you were trying to be real sneaky.
I can hide to stalk prey, strike from shadow.
Can I look up the ladder?
The ladder leads up towards the roof. There is a hatch that is currently closed. The ladder is like 50 feet high.
Okay. If I open up the big doors, do you get, it's quite bright outside, but do you get the sense that you could hide from the big bears and the giants? And we'll...
They might see, might smell. I smell different.
From outside, Grim and Bart, you can see the enormous scarred bear is now snuffling around the door. The owl is not relenting. In fact, its cries and slashing at the cage is getting more desperate as it attempts to escape. Niles, as Lyra talks to Finya, you can see the shadow fall across the doorway at the far end and hear the sound of something very large snuffling underneath.
5 more very rapid pounds this time.
You're running out of time, Lyra.
Ideas, do we... Alright, Finia, if you can lie, well, as low as you can here, we're gonna try and create a distraction from outside. And if we can, I'm gonna open up the door so that you can get out. If something does break through that door in the meantime, i.e. a giant bear, hopefully it'll go for the giant owl and not yourself. If you can get out and just hide, we're gonna do what we can. See if we can get you out, okay?
I will try.
You watch as Finia begins to move over towards the side wall, crouching down. Lyra and Niles. There's a sudden pause as silence falls on the inside. The snuffling suddenly stops. Outside, Grim and Bart, you watch as the bear rises up on its hind legs and reaches an enormous paw towards the latch. And with one swipe, pushes it. From inside, you hear the scrape of metal on metal as the door suddenly swings open. And that is where we're going to wrap up for today.
I was just going to say, Bart, should I cast a fog on the area, perhaps?
Can you cast that as a reaction? Because otherwise it is too late, my friend.
No!
There were many times where I asked, and I was like, just so you know, this is what's happening. What do you guys do? And Christian's like, I bang on the walls. And Grim, you're like, yeah, Ben's like, yeah. He bangs on the walls. I just watch him.
I was reading my spells.
Well, that is where we're going to wrap up.
He's reading the spell book.
He's just flipping through.
I'm going to have something here.
This is the problem with human skin. It is not good for flipping. That is where we'll wrap up for tonight, everybody. I need a cliffhanger to end on. That's a damn good one. Thank you so much for joining us. We will be back very, very soon. We will be here for Cosmere RPG, our Echoes of Honor campaign. On Monday nights, our Tales from the Yawning Portal D&D campaign on Tuesday, and more Return of the Giants on Wednesday. No other episodes coming out of any other fun things for the moment, but when Black Flag drops, I will be doing shitloads of that. I just need to keep all my spare time at the moment to try and get all the Mistborn artwork and preparation done. For those of you who are on the Discord, I'll be putting up some character art for you guys to check out very, very soon. I've got the overlay, the logo all done. I've also been working on some more music to play as well. Trying to capture the vibe of the Final Empire has been lots of fun and a really cool challenge. So that is all we have time for tonight. For those of you watching on Twitch, don't go anywhere. We are going to go and raid a lovely friend of the channel. Tonight, that is going to be Crit and a Miss, who are doing their Tomb of Annihilation. Let's go and give them some love. For those of you watching on YouTube or listening to the podcast, thank you so much. Remember to hit that like button, subscribe button, and leave a comment. All of those things help out the algorithm and hopefully will help Grim flip through his human skin spellbook faster to discover fog clouds sooner. Before the giant bear can encroach upon his territory once again. For those of you on the podcast, sometimes you can leave a review or something like that. All those things help us out. Do one of those. It's super, super helpful. And we would be ever so grateful. That's all we have time for tonight. Everybody, stay safe, stay well, and for now, farewell. Goodbye, everybody. Bye.
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 See ya.
Thank you.